nos verán pistear. Una doble P.
Bienvenidos a un nuevo video, una nueva reacción. Estamos aquí para reaccionar a esto de Peso Pluma. Vamos a ver qué tal está.
It's gonna be the greatest fucking show in corridos you have ever seen.
What's going on, guys? I'm Speedy, and the name of this show is 360 with Speedy, and today I am joined by global sensation, one of the best streaming artists on planet Earth. Peso Pluma is in the building. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, man. Welcome to New York. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, I'm happy to be here.
Is New York a city that you like? Do you enjoy your time
I love
here?
New York, I love New York.
What do you like about it?
Everything. It's people, the food, the energy, the vibes,
The culture.
the culture.
Is it?
hip-hop.
Do you find similarities in New York and Mexico, where you're from?
Yeah, there are a lot of similarities, but I think like that ghetto part that New York has is like something special, like
Yeah.
from all cities in US, you know?
Yeah, it's a different vibe, but it's special. It feels
It's
like home
special, yes.
to a lot of people. Like I said, you're one of the biggest streaming artists in the world, but to a certain extent, there's a lot of people in America that are still learning about you, still getting to know you. So let's just talk about the beginning of Peso Pluma. Peso Pluma, is that the name of the group that you're a part of? Is it your artist name? What?
It was the name of the group. It is the name of the group actually, and we just started with that nickname. It was just a nickname, and we were all skinny at that time. We were just 3 musicians, and now we are 9. You know,
Wow.
But yeah, the family grew, and we just kept the name.
Yeah, and it means, in English, it means featherweight, right?
Yeah, it is
Skinny.
featherweight. Skinny.
What made you go with that name? Why'd you pick Peso Pluma?
There was this private gig that we had in Mexico when we were starting to play music. That in that gig, Marco Antonio Barrera showed up, who was a Mexican champion in that weight. There was this break, and we had this talk, and he was like, "Did you knew I was the champion in that weight?" And I was like, I was impressed because I thought it was the universe telling me something that I just needed to keep that name, you know?
Yeah, I like that. It was divine.
Yeah, it was
It was divine. The part of Mexico you're from like the Guadalajara area.
Yes, sir. I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco. I was born and raised there, but my family is kind of split. So they live in Culiacan, Sinaloa too. My mom's family is from Culiacan, Sinaloa, and my dad's family is from Guadalajara.
Got it.
So my heart is divided, you know.
I've been there before to Guadalajara. I've been to Jalisco
Yes.
one time. Patron, the
Yeah,
liquor
tequila?
has. Yes, they have a big like factory there and like a hacienda or something like
Yeah.
that. Have you ever been over? Is that nearby where you're from?
Yeah, actually, it's a tour which is very famous over there in Guadalajara.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, I did it too.
You got drunk?
No, I didn't get drunk. Did you get drunk?
Yes.
You should, right? It's a part of it.
You should, yeah.
The one thing I noticed though about that area, at least the part that I was in, was there was agave everywhere, like
Everywhere, yeah.
fields as far as the eye can see. Agave plants, and for those who don't know, agave is the plant that they use to make tequila.
Yeah.
Where you are from, do you remember seeing agave plants and shit like that, or not?
Not really, because I'm from the city, you know, and tequila is like an hour away from Guadalajara.
Okay.
So, but there is where you can see all these fields of agave, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah. What type of kid were you growing up?
I was a pretty calm kid. Yeah, I didn't get in trouble that much, but when I grew up, I did. So,
You started getting in trouble as
yeah.
an adult.
Yeah.
Were your parents very strict growing up?
My mom was, my dad, not that much.
Your mom, she's a makeup artist?
Yeah, she's a makeup artist. Like, not now, but I remember she worked a lot, and she was not at home like that much, you know. And that's where I grew up this passion in music, where I started to learn guitar in my house. And that's very special for me to remember that my mom is a makeup artist.
Did you ever see her doing makeup, or?
Yeah, all my childhood.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she ever do yours?
No,
Like if you have a big TV performance or something, would you ever let her?
no.
No, why not?
I don't know. I just have my own makeup artist. Like, she doesn't do it anymore, but I'm sure if I ask her, she will.
She would. Does she ever look at you and be like, "Oh, I like the makeup, but they could have did this better," or "I wish they would have did this," or does she?
Nah. She loves what they do on me.
She loves it. The phrase "keep it 100" is something that means a lot to you. You have a tattoo of it as well.
I do. I have this 100.
What's the meaning behind it?
It's I visited New York when I was a teenager, and I did it with a group of friends that came with me, you know, and it just remembers me to keep my feet on the floor and to always remember where I came from.
Yeah. All of your friends have that same tattoo?
Nah, not everyone.
But the group of friends that you traveled with?
Yeah.
And are you still close with them? You guys still hang out?
Yeah, I close with them.
Nice. And then you look at it as a reminder to
it's just to keep it real, you know?
Keep it real. Always keep it 100. Working construction is difficult, I imagine. What was your least favorite part about working in construction when you were growing
The sun, man. It was hot. It was hot. But I remember those days, and like I said before, like it just reminds me of where I come from and where I'm standing up right now, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, beautiful journey.
Yeah.
Do you miss any part of the lifestyle that you had prior, you know, when you were just coming up?
I miss going out with my friends. I miss going to my favorite tacos in Mexico. I miss a lot of things, but I think things happen for a reason.
Yeah, for sure. You started doing shows just a couple years ago at this point, and the shows looked a lot differently. Now you're selling out arenas worldwide, stadiums worldwide, but it started in smaller venues. Do you remember those days of maybe just a couple hundred people or 500 people or so?
Yeah, I remember playing in bars and in very, very, very like small venues, you know. It was like 100 people, and it grew up little by little. I remember palenques too, which is a very unique way to live a concert in Mexico. They're like venues for 2,500 people, and you just get real close to the fans, and it's very different from all what I'm doing right now, you know.
Do you prepare differently today for shows versus how you prepared back then?
Yeah, I do, because back in the day I didn't have that guidance, you know, that I prepare different, not only like physically, just mentally, and I take care of a lot of my boys now. Like back in the day, I didn't do any warm-ups or any kind of those things, you know. I just had a little shot of tequila and go out there and just rock the house, yeah.
And now there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, now there's a whole routine, yeah.
A whole routine and preparation. You got so many people behind you and lights and screens and shit.
Yeah, it's different. Now, like you said, we're playing for NBA arenas.
Yeah.
And it's kind of big for Mexican music.
Do you ever miss, though, being in those smaller venues and being able to perform where you can see people's faces?
Yeah, I miss it, but I think we're stepping up with another level, and I think that's the most important part for the fans to see, that we are doing this evolution for Mexican music, not only in the studio, you know, but performing too.
Yeah, for sure. You got a chance to meet A$AP Rocky, and I've heard you say that his song "One Train" was a song that you like to listen to. What was it like meeting A$AP Rocky?
Amazing. He's one of my biggest inspirations, and just having a little time with him is great. Like I learned a lot through him, and he's just a real human being, you know. And I think industry is missing that too. And as I said, he was one of my biggest inspirations growing up. Not only music, but fashion talking too.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love his music. I love what he does, and shout out to A$AP, man.
Where were you at? Were you in New York or LA, or where did you guys get a chance to meet?
We met in LA.
In LA.
In LA.
Nice.
Yeah.
In the studio, you guys worked on something together, or?
Yeah, a little bit as a question mark. You guys are gonna see in the future.
All right, we'll just wait and see. I've heard you say that Kendrick, Kanye, Drake, some of these artists that you used to listen to helped you learn English.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, by listening to their music, you know, when I was when I was in the U.S., I wasn't able to have a real conversation with someone, you know, and I had this goal to learn English, and I didn't knew how to do it. And music was very special for me to learn English, because that's the way that I learned. I didn't learn through any books, through any lessons, through any teacher. I learned through music, and that specific slang that is used in hip hop and rap just stick to me. Those are words that you don't learn in any book.
Yeah, that's just stuff that we say in slang and stuff. And
Ok, hasta ahí vamos a dejar esa partecita. Bueno, ahí un poquito hablando ya está de este tipo de personas y todo esto último que dijo, que tal vez en el futuro veamos cositas. Es que Peso Pluma ya con quien sea...
Nada está muy lejano.
Nada es imposible para el Peso Pluma, ahí está. O sea, con todo el mundo puede hacer cositas por ahí. Y todo eso, pero muy bien.
Cosas. A ver de qué más nos enteramos.
Exacto.
Bien. Pues nada, eso fue todo por la reacción de hoy. Recuerden suscribirse al canal, dejar sus comentarios, irnos a seguir en nuestras redes sociales y ver nuestras otras reacciones y esperen más. Nos vemos.
Y así yo poder ver si terminaré cantando en escenario o terminaré volviendo por el barrio.